It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Toronto Mounties. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down. Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
First down, Murray. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And to give this time to the tailback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Murray. pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. First down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And a situation on 4th. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. pitch to his right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On play action, it's Murray. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 to first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Anthony Brown.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and
now Murray's going to set up to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close, sneaking.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
a gain of 1 yard on the play.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
His kick.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Mounties 14. Broncos nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Denver.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's wearing the tight end with it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Broncos first down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. Tackle by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And a flag comes in as Howard falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. That one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 19 on the play, but they will stop a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And they are going to start him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going forward there was the right call.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Play fake. He'll look to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Turnover on downs.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A final shot before half from Murray. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 69 yards. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Murray now to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Murray. He's going to flip it out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now we're a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and...
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Mounties 21, Broncos 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and back when we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
On the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here's second and 8. Man open left side is Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. And the Broncos first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Second down at 5. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, they'll throw. To the goal line, but it's is incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance.
Oh, yeah. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and run for it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Big pickup at 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Murray from midfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Throwing now is Murray. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one good for 26 and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short game when he took off running.
Murray going to fire one out wide. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a gain of
only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And they'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And now it's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Going to be brought down here in the backfield. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st down, Broncos.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Pressure comes and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Intercepted. Hooked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
First play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Jason.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2 yards to go.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
For A.J. Brown, incomplete. It's 4th down.
Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray, eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore, and that will bring a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.